And we are en route to a new project. Been wanting to get a little trailer for around the house for mostly landscaping stuff, but just to have one. So I did the right thing and I found the cheapest one within 20 miles of my house. It does have an axle and 2 tires that seem to be in okay shape. The rest of the trailer is, well, I don't know how much of it there is, basically. So it's gonna need some fabrication, a lot of rust. The one little tiny picture that was crooked and fuzzy on Marketplace showed a couple holes in the frame. No big deal. We'll just weld over that. So let's go see what we got. I should also mention that it's a blizzard. It's perfect. All right, well, we got it. I don't know if you can see back there. I didn't want to shoot video there. I didn't know if he would be, the guy I was buying it from, would be comfortable with that. So I sliding here. Holy cow. Anyway, I got it, and actually looks a little bit better than I thought it would. So the ramp on the back looks nice. One thing I didn't check was the tires. They look inflated. Okay, I'm only going 10, 12 miles, so we'll take it easy. And there's not many people on the road because, well, like I said earlier, can't even see the road. As you guys might be able to tell, it's a few days later. I got back from the picking up this trailer and that blizzard, and basically it sat here since. It's been about 4 or 5 days. Finally got a couple hours, so I want to do a little more work on this. Today let's tear it down, get the sides off, get it swept out, get the gate off of it, and do an inventory on what we actually need for parts so we can get those ordered. And just assess the situation, see what we can use. I'm hoping to reuse all the wood, as much of the hardware as I can. I know I need, electrical and stuff, which is no big deal, but just to get it operational, let's check the tires, the hubs, the axle, bearings, all that good stuff. Today though, let's just get it tear down, get an inventory list, see what we're dealing with, and go from there. Let's see how bad those are. To replace all these, we'll do an inventory on all this. This will show me the length I need though. Not too bad. We'll treat these and paint them. Some of these bolts are just gone. Alright, one side off. Let's get the other side off. And some amount of rust that fell out of there. I think we can save the wood though. Alright, let's get that side off over there. Yeah. It's actually not too bad a shape. It's rusty, but it's not deteriorated like the others. Probably why it came off. We can reuse that. That one's still got some red paint on it. This trailer was red at one point. See evidence of that. It's in pretty good shape though. That's usable. Alright, next step is going to be, let's remove, I already sprayed these down. There's 3 bolts holding this tailgate on, and essentially this whole thing should come off. And we'll put it to the side. And that'll give us a chance to sweep all this out and see what we actually have underneath here. So let's get this off and then sweep. These bolts are 9/16. All right, we got it. All right, I'm gonna move this over to the side of the house. All right, tailgate is off. Here's what we got. Not too bad. A little welding and patch. I'll probably put a patch plate in there. This bracket looks really good. This side looks very good as well. Okay, let's go ahead and sweep this out and see what we got. Tarp set up. My plan is just to push this stuff. See what kind of treasures we find under that tarp. Good enough for now. We'll finish it up once we get the sides off. The amount of wet leaves and debris that's just been sitting in that trailer. I'll tell you what, that wood is fine. It's pretty solid. There's a few pieces that are getting a little bit worn down here. And you can tell they've replaced a couple of the boards. They're a little short. Look at the front up there. You see the gap? But those boards look newer, so I'm thinking they replaced a couple on the ends at one point or another. That's great news. All right, next let's get start getting these sides off. we're gonna have to replace some of these stake pockets that are rusted off, so we got to get these sides off and assess them. And it looks like we got a bunch of screws they put in through this side. Let's start there, see if we can pop this off here. These are all Phillips heads, pretty rusted. I'm going to replace them, but I'm going to get those, I'll get the star bits. They're just a million times easier when you got to take stuff apart, put stuff back together. There is not much left of these. This looks like a nail. It's so rusted. What I mean. Look at that. It used to be a screw. So there are screws through the fender into the side. So we gotta pull the wheel off. I'm gonna have to pull the fender off. I grab a jack. Tire looks good. This tire looks like it's about brand new. It's still got paint on it. Rim looks new too. So as far as the rest of this though, we got some issues. See the frame in there? She is rough. That is going to have to be addressed. So it's okay, we'll figure it out. We'll get some metal and weld in some new L's in there. But hub seems fine. No noise. Axle looks straight. Get you in here to look. Okay, well, let's get these bolts up here. Screws out. Finally, now. One side is off. And the good news is the wood looks fine. The bad news is the frame doesn't. So, alright, let's get the front and then we'll get the other side now that we have an idea what we're dealing with here. Alright, if you remember, it came with this strap. Well, this is busted and it keeps tipping. It's going to come loose, so I just used that strap to scare it for now. I don't know what's holding this on here yet, though. I didn't want that to fall on me while I'm in here. Alright, here's the deal. It was just caked in there really bad. Just a ton of rust fell out. You can see. But probably reuse it. I think we can reuse this piece. So we got our work cut out for us. The front, good news is the front and the back of the frame look good. Under that wheel well is bad. I'm afraid Under this one's gonna be bad too, but this is the last section here to, you can see I sprayed a little bit of primer on here. This was bent this way, so I bent it back and used my rear wheel and got the rust off and just primed it for now. But this is taking a little longer than I thought, but that's how this stuff goes, guys. So go ahead and get this side off, and we'll do some inventory here on what metal we need to get, how many of the stake pockets we need for the walls. Looks like most of them. This tire shot, I can already tell. It's an older rim too, so I'll have to get on Marketplace and find a used tire. And we'll start repairing and reassembling. Paint the fenders, you know, all that good stuff. Paint the whole frame once we get it all apart and repaired. So let's get this side off quick. Starting to cool down. I think we have some rain weather coming in here, so just hoping I can get this side off before it starts. Spins nice. It's not loose. More of the same, unfortunately. Not as bad. It looks like it's upspin good. Axle suspension look good. More of the same with the frame, but not as bad. Here, let me show you. You see a little bit there. That's not too bad. The rest isn't too bad on this side. So it's good news. All right, I'm going to zip out these couple rusty screws. This side should pop off. Maybe I should take off this spare. Boy, that is the heaviest little tire that I've ever seen. Temporary use only. I bet that's original. It looks better already without that tire on there. Okay, a lot lighter now. All right, here's the plan on this side. These two are absolutely stuck. I'm going to try to take off the sideboards to the upright posts and remove them separately. Actually, might be reusable, believe it or not. A lot of you might be thinking right now, why don't you just cut it? Put a new board on. Well, a couple of reasons why. One, I'm lazy. Two, I'm trying to save as much of this as I can. And this is a pretty good board, except for the bottom is stuck to all the rust in the bracket. So, wood is like gold these days, you know, the cost of wood. So, trying to getting close. There it is. All right, we got it. I just had to keep hitting it with the hammer until all the rust fell out. This one, the stake mount is okay. I think this stake mount will probably be okay. That one will probably be okay once we pound out the rest of the junk in there. We need 1, 2, that one's probably okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably this one as well. So first things first, before we even think about doing that, we gotta get this frame taken care of. So I think the deck boards are gonna come off next. And who knows how that's gonna go. We'll see. Nothing's easy on this trailer though. Just look at the amount of rust that we've eliminated on this thing already. It's incredible. Look at that, it's all rust. That's not dirt. That's all rust under there. All right, so the good is we got a good axle, good suspension, good hubs, good fenders, good metal lift gate. The back metal and the brackets for the lights are all good. That is the walls. Well, I think we can probably use some of it, but we're gonna have to replace some boards on them. Most of the stake holders are gonna have to be welded, replaced in there. And the biggest thing is gonna be the frame. We're gonna have to zap in some new metal here and there, which I've never done before, so it'll be a good learning experience. I do have some H-channel 3-inch that will work for under here. You see we've got, I can cut this out where it's good, you know, zap in a new piece. Same on the other side. And that's for the tongue. Receiver's good. Looks fairly new. That's junk, I'll have to be replaced. I might just take it off. So the tongue won't be too bad. It's gonna be the main boxed frame area that's gonna be the most work on this project. But we got it started today. It's gonna start raining, so I'm gonna get my mess cleaned up. I think that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Appreciate it much. We'll see you next time.